All right, YouTube, new family, what is going on? Daniel back for another video. We are in Brazil, trying to get the mountain in the back. We're at Rio, our second day here. I arrived yesterday in the afternoon, and right now it's a very nice day. So I found a tree to do this under. I want to shoot, basically let it flow. I was on the beach, but for me personally, I stopped liking beaches a long time ago. I can't really sit somewhere and just lay in the sun, not do anything. Either I'm doing this, recording content, training, or playing some kind of sport in the sun. But I'm in Brazil solo until the next 4 hours. And my sister is arriving, so we'll do something together. It's mostly just covering each other because in Brazil, not that it's dangerous, but if you're by yourself, you don't want to leave your things. It's not like the US or Canada. It's a bit more, you could say, risky to leave things around. But anyways, it is perfect because I have time to do this, and nothing more I enjoy than being able to flow. Had a crazy call with my brother today, and more things I have to let go of. It's all just really control. That's the only thing stopping you from connecting with Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit. It's not your upbringing or your family history, or it's just not something for you. It's really control and the ego, and not letting you yourself be guided, because control comes from fear, and those that believe that the most control actually live in the most fear. And ways you can see this, like for myself, was the eyes. So you have this darkness in your eyes. Essentially, there's no light in your eyes. You call it like dead eyes. That's 100% do with the devil. You should have a twinkle, or at least be able to have light in your eyes. Not a twinkle, because Jesus probably had a twinkle in his eye every day, but having light in your eyes is important. And the other thing is wrinkles. So if you have wrinkles at the top of your head, I'm not sure if I have any. I had a lot. If you guys would have past videos, I have wrinkles in my head. I'm just have some here wrinkles, but maybe there's some now because I was in control the past a little bit. But it's really just finding a way to remove that removes that story that you have control, and that is how Jesus is able to find you. For me, it's many different things, but at the end of the day, it's being able to remove the stories. Like, being able to do this is not something I could do before. Basically, in the middle of people, there's people walking over here, there's people in front of me, there's people coming now. I can easily make stories and say, oh, I should be loud, and people are going to judge me, but it's really a story. It's fake. Once you remove it and realize that the devil's trying to control you with feelings, how people feel about you, what they think about you, and you can kind of control, it's all fake. So what we're doing here essentially is showing you the way that got me to freedom, that got me to being able to have those days where you're essentially free. You don't have a heavy feeling, you don't feel off, you don't feel choppy, you don't feel like something's missing. You're essentially able to just grow every day. You have you're connected, you're aligned, you have that feeling that you're a kid. That is the goal here, being able to feel like you are a kid again, because there's no point in having all these things the world tells you. You have different things, and you believe you want to achieve things for the world. I believed as well. I was doing so many things for the world, and when you start to get lost in that loop of doing it for the world, anything for the world, you lose who you are, and you lose your connection, because you're doing it for God first. It's not for the world. It's not for the world to see you a certain way, or for them to think something about you. It is literally for God. So when you see yourself doing things for other people, losing yourself in what they think, and whatever it is, you have to really sit back and reset, meaning remove the things you're doing for the world right now. Whatever it is, it could be even something tied to your career or your job. Remove it. I know it sounds weird, it sounds drastic, it sounds aggressive, but you really have to remove the whole gist of doing something for the world, because you can't grow if you do something for the world, because the ego, the devil's gonna keep feeding you things of what more you can control. So let's say you do a video to see how many views you get. Let's say you get less than you expect. Your ego's gonna tell you, okay, no, it was this thing. No, you have to control the title, or you have to control the background, or you have to control the music in the beginning, or you have to control this, you have to control that. So you add something else you need to fix, and then let's say you do that, and the video still doesn't get the views. Now it's something else. So you get more, and like it's just adding more energy, more weight, until you do maybe get a view. But by then you have so many stories and so much weight that you don't even want the video, because you actually just want your freedom back. You want to be able to be free with what you do. So the reason I'm saying this is because I was there where I did things for the world. I posted things on my Instagram for the world to see me as this playboy, getting girls when he wants guy. But, I saw that if I didn't get reactions, if I didn't get a response, if I didn't get, a certain amount of likes or comments, it would drive me of like, okay, what can I add now? Like, I have to do it maybe this girl, this type of girl, or like this place, or no, I want to go on vacation now. No, I have to do it in Argentina. No, I'm going to go to Brazil now and, get a Brazilian girl or 2 girls, and, I'm going to do it on a boat. And they have like, you're just adding this like stories of like what you have to control, as opposed to you posting for you, making sure you grow, and as a consequence, the world sees it. So when you do things for the world, you lose yourself. And that is a lesson that I'm learning, that you can get lost in that very easily. It can start very small with something like this, social media, but it can go into other areas. Maybe you're doing things for relationships, for other people. You're doing things, who knows, whatever area you want it. Usually it's like, relationships or business, but whatever area you're doing it for the people, you lose who you are if you keep doing it, because that control, the devil finds you with the control that you believe you need to have in order to get the reaction from people, or get that thing that you want from people. Usually you want a reaction, or at the end of the day, it's usually you want love from people. You want to feel validated because you want that love from something external, because it's not there for yourself. So, praise the wisdom. This is something that I had a very long time, and even now there's traces of it, because it's not that you go one day from another, not like you find Jesus and the next day you are Jesus. You're not, you don't go from a sinner and imperfection to perfection because you found God. It's realizing that you are a sinner, and every day you're having those temptations and battling those things, but it's purifying yourself more and more today. The more you follow the habits, the lifestyle, reading the word, reading what he wrote, the truth, and following that to the best of your ability, not judging yourself, not letting the devil get in and make you judge yourself or regret something, and you're back where you started. It's essentially realizing that you are a sinner. No one here ever became perfect except for Jesus. So first things first, get that out of the way, that once you find God, you're now a monk or a nun, and you're just pure forever. No, you have even more battle because you found God, and now it's realizing the devil's going to come for you harder because you realize your true power. But the second thing is realizing that those temptations are going to come. And like I said, the one for control is the biggest one, because the devil knows that he can make you believe through feelings that control is real, that you can control the perception of people. Like I said, you can control the videos, you can control how people react, or what's going to happen if you post this, or do that, and how the person reacts. It's fake. It's not real. So we have to understand this. The more you do it for yourself, it's going to be hard in the beginning, because you're like, it feels like ego. It feels like I'm not, seeing people react, but you're growing. You are growing, and that is the most important thing, because as long as you grow, people will begin to attract things, because your frequency is going up. If you're doing things for the external result and you're not getting the result, and on top of it you're getting more stories and more control, you're actually going down. You're actually not growing. You're staying stagnant, or actually depreciating yourself, just because the world's not responding to you a certain way, and that's actually worse. And like I said, there'll come a time that maybe because of all the control, all these things, all these different things you're adding, you get that result, but you won't want it. You will not want it, and it will be the worst feeling than you literally building your foundation from zero, building yourself up, growing, and maybe you don't see the external things, and you don't see the cars and the money and the things come instantly, but you're growing, and then little things come, little things, and it starts to build, and before you know it, you have a little foundation. And then the best part is you don't need it. So you're in peace, you're grateful, you're in joy, you're not excited for things, you're not like placing value and feelings to things. So you have that thing on the side compared to the person that has all these things and is here in terms of his worth and what he feels about himself, and he gives feelings to these things because he believes he is these things or she is these things, as opposed to you growing yourself from within. And the things you get maybe are less than other people, but you you don't need those things, and they don't give you a feeling, and you don't have this like tie to these things. You can't let go of it, and you know, create these more stories and more control, and you can't let go, and more fear. So that is really the lifestyle. You know, like you grow slowly, and the things that take, you know, the most time are the things that are done right. You know, they'd say Rome was built in a day, but it's doing things with good intention, not doing things fast, or which is the devil, or you know, trying to control, doing it for the world. It's even worse. Like your goals, you hijack the goals of other people because you believe the world will react to it. So you know, maybe you don't want a car, or you don't want lots of money, or you don't want a mansion, but because you see, I don't know, people in the media, Andrew Tate, or I don't know, Dan Bilzerian, you're like, oh, he has the girls and the money, now I want that. Because people are reacting to his posts, and he's getting, you know, validation. I need that now. So you're doing things because you believe it's going to bring validation, as opposed to asking yourself what you want to do, and from there growing to that person that attracts it and doesn't need it, as opposed to you doing something because you feel you need that validation first, and then you can grow. It's all backwards. Like I said, when you're connected in your mind, everything you realize is backwards. The world wants you to give feelings and things, and you know, get to your worth from what you have, as opposed to you getting your worth from within, growing, and you don't care about the things on the side. Like you just need the habits. Like I said in my Instagram story, I just need the sun, Jesus, and the gym, and you know, recording and giving my journey to the world. I don't need anything else, really. So when you have that mindset and just break it down to the simple things and get perspective, you start to grow, and you know, the things that come, you don't like, it's the best thing, the best, you can say feeling, but the best frequency, because the things that used to come before that, you know, I would give a feeling to, now I see them. Let's for attention, for example, attention from women. I'm in Brazil, and I don't have any thought in my mind of chasing a girl, going on dating apps, whatever it is, just spending the day, maybe going to a mall like I used to, picking up girls, and see how many girls I can, you know, connect with and go on date with. There's not one thought in my mind. And as crazy as I walk, I keep doing my thing, just literally just flowing, and you know, trying to connect as much as I can with God. I get more attention from women, like, you know, looks, and maybe even like saying something in Portuguese. I don't understand Portuguese. I've been like touched before as well, like all different things, and like they say hi to you, and you know, it's just like you feel that there's that attention. Before it was like something I was looking for, and I never had it. But the more I looked for it, the less I had, and I was like, okay, I have to keep chasing it, the feeling of it when I get it. And now that I don't care about it, you get the things that you don't care about, and the best thing is you don't give a feeling to it. So it's like, okay, cool, but I don't need it. And that's what it has to be. The things that God's gonna give you, you will not need. You will just have to enjoy them, but they're not. They didn't make you who you are, and most importantly, they are not for the world. So this video is giving you a reminder that if you're doing something for the world right now, stop. It doesn't matter how high you've achieved in terms of numbers or the status or the followers. If you're doing videos, let's say, on the internet for the world, you will not grow to your full potential. I don't care how many views you get, if it's 10 million, if it's 100 million, if it's 100 million. You will not grow to your full potential because you are validating yourself off something eternal, as opposed to you removing that, and it's hard, and all the stories, and oh my God, all the things I've built. When you grow from within, the things will come back, but you won't need them, and then you'll have peace. Most importantly, you'll have yourself and your spirit, and then you'll grow into who God wants you to be. So it's a path that many few walk. I would say 5%, even less. Like it's a 0.01% lifestyle, because no one wants to give up the things that they believe they are to walk this path. And I have to let go of so many different things that I believed I was in order to set myself free and grow from within and attract those things that I thought I needed first in order to be somebody. It's stories. You have to remove the things, and then working yourself to remove the stories, and bit by bit those things that you once had come back, but now there's no tie to it. You're free, it doesn't control you, and most importantly, it's not for the world. So it's for something that you actually desire, it's from your heart, and God rewards it for it. So this trip is an example. Brazil, Rio, you know, it was something I had as a kid in mind, and you know, when I was lost in women, it was a place in mind I had just to abuse the aspect of the women here, and you know, the cheap logistics, and you know, whatever it was. But now that I've removed all those things, removed the stories tied to those things, God told me to come and go to Brazil, and now I enjoy it. You know, I don't need, like I said, the women or the validation, the dates or whatever it was I needed before. I literally need just to wake up, have another day, train, speak, and the sun and Jesus. That's it. So it's a crazy. It sounds like I'm making this up, or I'm lying to the camera, but it's really, like the way I speak and am on here is how I am in real life. I don't change for the camera or change for views or likes. It's me being authentic. So I want you guys to understand that you can get here no matter where you're at, how lost and lost you are. I don't care if you believe you need to have sex 3 times a day. I was there. Or you believe you need, whatever it is, 2 girlfriends, an open relationship. I've been in all those scenarios where you're lost in lust, you can escape it. It's not easy, but it's simple. And if you put in the work and really want it, you can do it. And then from there, you not only set yourself free, but you begin to be light for other people to set themselves free as well. And on this path, I've seen that the people that I grew up with, they wanted someone to give them permission to be free. They needed something or someone to set themselves free first in order for them to have permission. And now I feel like I'm growing into that person, and it's the best gift I can give the world. Most importantly, it's the gift that I'm sharing that God gave me. So hope you guys got some value. I'm gonna go enjoy a bit more of the sun, see where I can get up to. But shooting this video was really all I had in mind, and the rest is a bonus. So see if I can get a dip in the ocean and really go from there. Like I said, I don't think too far ahead. The devil is you trying to think 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead. It's the devil. It's control. It's fear. You fear you don't have enough now, so you want to control things in the future. It's fear. It's fake. It's stories. So that is the video. Wisdom, flow. I don't know how long it's been, but it doesn't matter. It's perfect. And hope you guys stay till the end. Understand what I'm saying. Most importantly, apply it and do the work that the world, your mind, your ego doesn't want to do, but that's what's going to set you free. And then from there, you can start to inspire others, find your gift, and do great, great things in this life. So God bless, much love. Like and subscribe, you guys stay till the end. Appreciate the love as always, the comments that you guys leave. Comment below maybe the things you control or you feel you let control you. Could even be things that are good, like habits. Habits can control you as well. So anyways, we'll leave it there. But God bless. And as always, until next time, keep killing it.